This is a review for the Moab KOA Holiday located in Utah. This is our site at the Moab KOA. You can see the beautiful red rock mountains in the background. That part is nice. The KOA is nice. There's a lot of nice amenities, and I'll show you some of that stuff. Here's a kind of a walking trail. You can see they have some poop bags and a little trash can. And then there's a walking trail, so you can take your pets along here. We're on the outer edge. Cabins over here, and then there's a leash-free area for pets down there. We're on the outer edge. I would not say we have the nicest spot. We've got this big electrical box right in our patio space, a random electrical pole that's not even in use, and then the electrical wires right above us, a really nasty beat up wood picnic table. So not super impressed with the site. There's some nicer patio sites, but I booked pretty late and I was lucky to even get a spot, so I can't really do too much complaining because I was just happy to have a space available. It's not cheap. I think it's about $110 a night is what it's costing us here. Here's a little bit more of a look of some of the other campsites that are along here. There's also tent camping. You can see that red shade in the distance there and the yellow shade. Those are actually sun canopies, so they go over where you would put your tent because it just gets so hot here. They have that shade. And then here's some bathrooms. We never use the bathroom, so I don't have any video of that. I never do. If you watch my videos, you're used to that. We're in site 69. Like I said, I wouldn't really recommend this site. So, I mean, these outer sites are not too bad. It's just we happen to have all this electrical stuff right in our space. I think the deluxe patios would be a nicer site, and there's, I think, 5 or 6 of those. We do, though, have water hookup. We have, there's a septic access back here. And then there's another one up here. So depending on where you pull in your RV onto the spot, that's kind of nice that there's the 2 options. And then there's our electrical power. We are plugged into 50 amp, which is nice because we are running our AC. This is the 3rd week of May in Moab. So I think today it's going to get up to 88. So it'll be nice and hot today. And we'll definitely want that AC running for the dog while we go do a little jeeping. The beautiful Moab sunsets. That sun just glistens on the red rock. They have a really nice pool and hot tub combo. They have some fire pits up there. As you can see, there's some of those sun canopies for the tent sites. So the amenities are really nice, and trust me, when you're in the desert here, it's really nice to be able to jump into that pool. They even had some music. It's almost like they had somebody DJing one of the days while we were here. More of the beautiful sights of Moab. It's actually a pretty quiet campground for being a family campground and having a lot of families. It's generally pretty quiet, and last night we were kind of outside around 9 and it was really quiet. We were on a walk, and so we came back in so we weren't disturbing anybody. See our picnic table, pretty sun weathered over time. I think the kids are gonna go jump in the pool for a little while before it closes. Outside the pool area, there's a bunch of seating where there's fire pits, and then there's different games and activities that the kids can play. The real appeal to this campground, of course, is the location. Moab is just this amazing desert oasis. There's so much to do. Arches is just up the road on the other side of the park. Canyonlands is not that much further. Especially, it's a nice spot if you're planning to go to both the Needles District and the Island in the Sky area for Canyonlands. It puts you kind of at a good center point. Dead Horse State Park is nearby, as you can see here. So really a lot of great stuff that is really closely accessible. we have a bunch of other videos like what this road is and how you get here and do all this and see all of these amazing sights. So just check our YouTube channel for other things related to Moab and other recommendations for things to do and see in the area while you're here with your family. This is from the campground map that you get when you check in, and I just want to show you kind of some of the directions. So the KOA is on the south part of town, and it's probably about, you know, a 5 to 10 minute drive to get here on Main Street, and this is really where your restaurants and shopping and all that kind of stuff is at. You're not very far from the Sand Creek recreational area, which is off to the side here. If you come up here to the Colorado River, there's a kayak launch and boat launch here. And then just a little bit further kind of in this space is where Arches is located. And then just a little bit further and down this road over here is where Canyonland would be located. So you can see, well, Island and the Sky District, and then Needles District is actually south of here as you're heading towards Monticello. So it's a really nice location. It is a little further outside of town, so you're going to need a vehicle to come into town. And then here's the park map to just give you a better feel for things. So 191 is your main road that goes through Utah. And when you come into the park, it's a pretty large park. We were over here on this outer edge. So if you want one of those edge spots that look out, you can see that's over here. I would say the nicest spots in the campground are these right here in the green. These are deluxe patio sites. So they just have more space and they have more of a patio. So you're talking about 114, 112, 111, 127, 126, and 135. So those are really your primo spots, but you need to book early because this campground fills up, especially for the popular time of year. So like May, October, September, those are great times in Moab, and they get really full and they fill up quickly. So there's your map. I hope this review was useful for you. Please give it a thumbs up if you made it to the end and it was helpful. You can also add any comments or give us any questions that you have, and we'll be happy to answer those. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at RV Homeschool, and subscribe for more campground reviews and national park information and other things related to RV travel. Thanks so much for watching.